I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus.
Hello, welcome to my channel Judge All Nation. In this video, Christian Prince will make understanding and education about Islam to all Muslims. Also, Christian Prince educates Muslims that in the Lord Jesus there is truth and no other. Now let's take a look and see what Christian Prince will tell you by arguing with Muslims. Enjoy watching this video and God bless you.
Oh boy. All right, Sarah, go ahead.
Hi, Christian Prince. My name is Sarah, and I am a student of Islam.
Okay, you are a Muslim?
No, I was a Muslim, but then I left. Also, with
Sarah,
after hearing your videos.
why you do that after reading my book? You mean you left Islam?
Yes.
But that's wrong, sister. I mean, now you will not go to heaven.
No.
You will not eat banana.
No, I don't care.
You don't care for banana? Guys, do you hear this? Kuffar, the kuffar don't like banana. What's wrong with people? I thought everybody liked bananas because, you know, the only proof that we are originally monkey for the atheists that we like banana. So, Sarah, why you left Islam, sister? Tell me what happened.
I found out that in Islam there were pagan elements, like kissing black stone, the tawaf around the Kaaba, and the fact that Allah, you said that Allah is a moon god. Here everyone says that Allah and Yahweh are the same God, but also listening to you, I found out that there are differences between Yahweh and Allah.
Absolutely,
So
there's
it's
nothing.
impossible.
You see, when this Muslim was talking to me, he says, God is your God is everywhere. Our God is a spirit, you know. Allah is not a spirit and he have no spirit. And if God is not a spirit, then how Muslim they say to us they are spiritual? You cannot have a spiritual religion if your God himself is not a spirit. So if Allah is not a spirit, what he is? He's a physical being. Well, he have no spirit, that means he is dead. He is a physical being as an idol. The difference between a living being and a dead or solid is the spirit. If the stone have a spirit, then the stone is not a stone no more. As an example, we as a human, we are made of dirt, which is from stones. It's just a fine dirt. You make it mud, and then you shape it, and God, he breathed into it. So the breath of God is what? Is giving us the spirit, the soul. So life is the power of God. And that's what Jesus was doing. So when Jesus in the Quran, according to Muslims, says, he breathed into the mud, he made a figure. He breathed into the mud and will become a living, and the Muslim says, the Quran says, by the permission of Allah. But guess what? If Allah gave a permission to Jesus to create and to breathe life and soul, that means Allah gave a permission to Jesus to be creator like him. And the permission is a lie, because if Allah can create, well, how come Allah do not know how the baby is made? The Quran is full of stupid mistakes. Go ahead, Sarah. We want to listen to you and learn from you more about why you decided to leave Islam. Go ahead.
I found out also that I'm interested in mythologies. So I wanted to know more. If you know more, what were the deities that the Arabs worshipped before Islam after Allah, Allat, Aluse, and Manat? There were other deities or only 4?
Yeah, and Allah have 3 daughters, correct?
Yes.
And this is the connection. This is a clear connection that Islam all the time, I mean for all the years before Muhammad, the Arab always worship a God. His name is Allah, have 3 daughters. Muhammad, he tried. Yeah, go ahead.
Those were all their deities, only 4 deities they had.
Yeah, Allah is his 3 daughters. And here we need to ask ourselves, well, if this is not what the origin of Islam is, where those three daughters coming from. In fact, Muhammad, he confirmed that the three daughters of Allah are real. First, we know the satanic verses. He bowed to them, he prayed for them, and the pagan Arab, they bowed down with him. And he said, those are the daughters of Allah, the Qur'aniq. Their intercession is a must. And he bowed down, and the Arab pagan bowed down with him, and they said Muhammad never said good things about our goddess, the Lat, al-Uzza, al-Manat, good as today. Hypocrite Muhammad. So Muhammad is pagan. Allah exists. Allah is not the name. Allah is like a sentence. Al, which is the word God. La, which is the name of the God. God, La. That is the name of Muhammad God, which means the moon God. So
Yes.
yeah, somebody will say, well, the Quran says don't worship the moon. The moon God is not the moon. People are ignorant. The moon God is not the moon. It's the God who is in charge of the moon. There's a God who is in charge of the sun, and God is in charge of the moon. The Arab, because they hate the sun killed their animals. The sun killed them. They die from thirst. They live in the desert. So the sun was their enemy. The moon was beloved planet. Why? Because at night the weather is so nice. They sit and they talk and they enjoy the time. This is the good time. The best time of the day is when the moon is up. The sun is hated. The moon is beloved. If you go to Europe, it was the opposite. Because the Europeans, they suffer from cold. So they worship the sun. Why? Because they are dying desperate for the sun to come up. Snow all year long. So they worship the sun. So the gods are divided depending which territory you are. If you are in a dry, hot area, you worship the moon. If you are living in a cold area, the sun is what you are waiting for. The sun make you happy. The Arab, the sun make them tortured, died. Animals died. Food became not exist. The sun is strong, so strong. The sun killed the animals. The animals, we know that even a human being, if the heat go crazy, a human being himself can have heart attack. Animals would die. Chickens would die. Cold, animals, they have protection. They can protect themselves easy from cold. But heat is something, there is a limit of how they can handle. You see, we can, there's animals that live in Alaska, correct? And in Alaska, it goes -50. And the bear is living, and the deer is living, and all the animals are living. They don't die. But if the heat go crazy, those animals themselves will die. So those Arab, they prefer the moon god, which is the god who in charge of the moon. And this is why we see that Muhammad, when he see an eclipse, Muhammad, he go crazy. The second, Muhammad, he see an eclipse, Muhammad, he pray like a maniac. He prays so extra. He is in trouble. He tremble. He do not know what to say. All of this, you see Muhammad talking about the eclipse, the eclipse, the eclipse. Look what Muhammad he do when the eclipse happened. She said that the Prophet recited the Qur'an in a loud voice in the prayer at the eclipse. all those hadith. To the point, even Muhammad, he have a special prayer. It's called the prayer of eclipse. He created a prayer for the eclipse by itself. Go ahead, Sarah. Sarah, how long ago
Yes,
how long ago you left Islam?
around 6-7 months, I think.
So you are listening to me from how long?
And after these months, I found out some on the channel of Apostate Prophet. I found your channel.
Okay. Which channel you like more, Apostate Prophet or mine? Honestly.
Yours. Yours.
Why?
You know more things about Islam than him.
Okay.
Then you are Arab, so you told us that in the Quran there are also parts of poetry that Muhammad stolen from the poets of the Arabs, right?
Right. Yeah. The most of the Quran actually is a theft. You know, if there's copyright in the time of Muhammad, you will find a lot, like the verse about that is Sa'a when Shaqqa al-Qamar. This is the poetry from Amr al-Qayth. Muhammad, he stole it and he took it from this guy, and he started making verse in the Quran about it. Yeah, there's many. In the same time, the Quran full of Arabic mistakes, full of grammar mistakes. You know, in fact, the Arab, you know, the Muslim, they keep saying to us that the Arab, they were astonished with the Quran, but the Quran say the opposite. The Arab, they say this is a joke. This is nothing but fairy tales. They say to us always, you will hear those Muslims says, the Arab, they were amazed with this Quran. So if they are amazed of the Quran, why the Quran keeps saying the Arab, they laugh at the Quran and they say this is nothing but fairy tales. And we know those fairy tales before Muhammad. We heard them the same. All of this, look at this. How many times they say this is fairy tales? Not only that, actually, they say if we want, we can write even better. What is this? Like chapter 8, verse number 31, the Arabs said, when our verses, which mean the Quran, are recited to them, they say, we have heard this, which means the Quran. If we wish, we can say the like of this. This is nothing but the tales of the ancients. And here you notice something. It says, we heard this. Guys, did you notice with me? Did you notice, Sarah? We heard this, which means before. So, which is a clear evidence that Muhammad is copying from other Arab, and he is making it in his book. That's why they are saying, we heard this. We have heard this. What else, Sarah, you want to say to us?
Yes, I wanted to know if there are archaeological evidence that Allah is a moon god. They made some researchers, archaeologists, and other people interested in history in Arabia, or it's only are only some theories that he is a moon god.
Are you asking me for the evidence, or you found evidence?
I'm asking for evidence if they are.
Okay. Well, you can go right now, type in Google, La. La is the moon god. You see if you go in the Quran, what is the name of the city of Muhammad?
Mecca.
Well, this is the temple of Al-Makkah. The temple of Al-Makkah, which is in the language of the Arab, sometimes the K come as Qa. And this is why the Quran sometimes says Bakka, Bakka, Makkah, Makkah, Bakka. If you go right now and search for the temple of Al-Makkah, let me search for it. Temple. All right. That is the temple of the moon god. Give me a minute. This is a Sabian temple. which is the temple of the moon god. And the scientists, not me, they agree that this is. And by the way, those, you know, if you remember, those who they follow me for a long time, they used to say that this is the temple of the sun god. I said this is the moon god temple. They are wrong. And then after many years, they were able to read the manuscript, or the font is written in the walls of this temple, and they were able to come to a clear conclusion that this is the temple of the moon god. So let me see if I can find it for you. Temple of Al-Makkah, the god of Makkah. All right. I found many websites, but let's see if we can find something official. All right, this one. I will post it for you, Sarah, so you can open the link from your side. There's many websites. You don't have to go by this one. And let me put it in the screen here. We will post it in Rumble, and we will post it in YouTube. The temple of Al-Makkah is the original temple. Makkah is a counterfeit of Al-Makkah. Al-Makkah means the Makkah. The, which means the original. And this is, according to those scientists, is built by the Sabian, which the Qur'an confirmed that they will go to heaven. The Qur'an confirmed they will go to heaven. And it is the temple of the moon god. You see it? Does it say that? You see it, Sarah?
Yes, I see.
All right. So Mecca, if you go to the Kaaba, you will find that in the Kaaba there is something called Ar-Ruknul Yamani, which means the Yemeni corner. In the Yemeni corner, there's a stones stolen from this temple, and they place it in that corner. So the whole idea of the Kaaba, which the Muslim they worship now, instead of going all the way to this temple, you do not need to go there. So we have a new Al-Makkah temple for you. We brought for you stones from there, and we place it, and they took it from the Kaaba, not from the whole temple, from specifically a special building in the temple, which most of it already destroyed, you know. And by the way, the reason it's destroyed, not because of it's very old only, but because those Arab are savage, and anyone want to build a house, he go there and he steal some stones. They don't know the value of this. So anyone want to build a house, he go there, he bring his donkeys, he takes some stones, and you know, he put them there, he put them in his house. And this is how they destroy everything. So Mecca as a city never exists. Kaaba as a Kaaba, there's a Muslim writer, he made a book about the 26 Kaaba was exist in the Arabian Peninsula. All of them are called Kaaba. All of them, they look the same. And they don't have a roof, by the way. The roof of the Kaaba, this is something new. The roof of the Kaaba is built because the other tribes who have Kaaba in their area, they come and they throw garbage above the wall of the Kaaba, just to show them that those gods of this Kaaba cannot protect the Kaaba. So then the people of Mecca, they build a roof to stop throwing garbage inside the Kaaba. So the Kaaba is nothing but a counterfeit of this temple, which is the moon god temple. And here they have some pictures of it. And again, those scientists, they were saying this is the sun god temple for a long time. Then they have to agree with me. And when I say before I say that, people, they say you are lying. Look, I can show you. It says this is the sun god, the sun. So it says not, it is the moon god. Yeah. And, you know, Muhammad, you see, when the Quran speak about the moon, the Quran says that the year for Allah is a 12 moon. The Muslims, they translate the word shahr as month. The word shahr is an Aramaic and Hebrew word, mean moon, not month. Chapter 2, verse number 185, speaking about the month of Ramadan, according to Muslims. But in fact, is speaking about the moon of Ramadan. In the moon of Ramadan is when the Quran came down. So the moon and the Quran are connected. The moon of Ramadan is the one who is in charge of delivering the Quran, not other moon. That's why it says here, whoever of you cite. Do you cite the month? No, you don't cite the month. All of us, we knew, and Sarah, I think she agreed with me, she was a Muslim, that the Muslim, they start fasting when they cite the moon, correct, Sarah?
Yes.
What moon we cite? We cite the crescent moon, not only the moon.
Yes.
So we cite the crescent moon, and then we start fasting. So the fasting is when the crescent of Ramadan come. So the crescent moon of Ramadan is a very special moon. For this is the moon in charge of delivering the Quran. So whoever of you cite, that's why the translation here is false when they say the month of Ramadan. This is not the month, this is the moon of Ramadan. You can go right now and search for the word shahr. What shahr mean? Shahr does not, now in the language today, is used as a word mean month. Because the Arab are not using the moon god, no, I mean the moon calendar no more. They are going to go with the Christian calendar. They use the year, the Christians based in Christ's birth. So the word shahr now is used as the word month. But in language, if we go, let us see. You can find tons of, Hebrew website, etc. You will find what the meaning is. All right. Let us see. Shahr. There's tons of website, but we need an official one. I'm trying to find a Hebrew dictionary. All right, this will work. I could not find really, but this is PDF, how we can highlight. This is Harvard University. All right, let's see. This one is a Hebrew website. Okay. I will post the link, guys, so you can save it. So later, in case instead of me looking for it for an hour like now, you guys, you can share it, and that will solve the problem. Open the link. This is a Hebrew language website. This is not a Christian Prince website. All right. We are posting all over, Rumble everywhere, and let us post it for you here in the screen. Read with me carefully. Do you see the word shahr?
Yes.
You see it? From the noun shahr. This is Hebrew. Solar eclipse. You see it, Sarah?
Yes.
So what we are saying is absolutely true. We don't say things, we don't make things up. Shahr have nothing to do with the word month. Shahr is a moon. Specifically, even it is an eclipse. So when Muhammad he used the word shahr, obviously is stealing it from other language. This is not an Arabic word. And this is not a word mean month. And you will see how much Islam is connected in everything to the moon specifically. And every moon have a name. It's not just the word moon. No. So if you go back to the verse, it says, as long now we confirm that the word is not month, is a moon. So the moon of Ramadan. So Ramadan is not a name of a month. It is a name of what? Of a moon. Are you with me, guys? So why, if we cite this moon specifically, we fast? Any Muslim can tell us? The answer in the verse. Because this is the moon which delivered the Qur'an. In the top of that, a Muslim cannot start fasting unless he cite that crescent month. If you don't see it, it's mean it's not coming. But why? You see, the Sabian, they celebrate the same occasion, Shahr Ramadan. What they do? The moon come to them in a town as a crescent, and then they move to other town after, like based on the lunar, to welcome the new moon, and they end their fasting. The Sabian, they pray 5 times a day. The Muslims, even though the Quran says you pray 3, Muhammad, he started following the Sabian, praying 5 times. Everything they share together. The temple of Al-Makkah, which we showed you already, is the temple of As-Sabian. Muhammad himself, he was called As-Sabi, which means he's a Sabian. All, let us see, hold on, let's see what the hadith is saying. So all reference is taking us to one place. Muhammad was a follower of the moon god, and he was under the influence of Sabian. I'm trying to remember the hadith. What the hadith says. So the story about a woman, she was looking for, she got water with her. Let us see. So she got water, and the Muslim, the company of Muhammad, they were looking for water in the desert. So they said to her, where do you find this water? She said, 2 days from here. They said, come with us and talk to our prophet. She said, which prophet? She said, he said, the Prophet Muhammad. She said to him, is that the one who is called Sabi? Is that the one who is called Sabi? They said yes. So let me see if I can find the hadith. Where? I'm trying to remember. I see, hold on. What was the hadith saying? Because this is how you find them. I don't remember the numbers. It's impossible to remember all the numbers of those stupid hadith. Let us see. I'm trying to squeeze my memory. I don't like to mention something and then I did not find it. What the hadith was saying. You see, guys, you are not helping me. You should, all of you, have this hadith already. We mentioned many times. And now it's not coming to my memory. Maybe because I ate too much. All right, let's see. What about we do this? All right, let us see this one. Where? Let us see this one, if I can find it in English. All right. I cannot find it here. I have the hadith in Arabic, but I cannot find it in English. Okay. I cannot find it. Sarah, remind me again. None of you guys have the hadith? Where is the ones who take a screenshot? And, you know, let us see, maybe this one. Ah, here we go, we found it. Thank God, finally. Oh boy. Almost I gave up. So here the story. Let us search for the word water in the hadith. And then we will get a close. Here we go. Balki, Sabian. Let me be sure that this is the hadith we are looking for. Is that the one you call him Sabi? Let me be sure. Yeah. So this is a man, he come. Do you know Arabic, Sarah?
No.
Okay. So this is a man, he said, he came. He says, where is this man who you call him Sabi? So he's coming to see Muhammad. Let us see. But not, this is not even the hadith I'm looking for. Hold on. No, this is not the one. I thought it is the one. Why I'm not lucky now? It must be Sarah. She made the black magic for me. Man, I cannot find the hadith. I will try one more. I hope this time, you guys, when I find it, you will save it. Because it's there, we just need to find it. This is the first time it takes me so long to find something. Somebody is getting old. All right, let's see. I know you guys are unhappy waiting for. I can't believe it. I can't find it. No, there's no way to delete it. It's just me trying to remember what the word they use exactly there, you know, because the Muslim, they have their own pronunciation in English. I'm trying to find it in English actually. Sabian, maybe with. All right. I think I found it. Let me see, just to be sure. Let us hope so. All right. Look what the Muslim, they try to fix it. Here we go. I found it. Let me post the link for you guys. Sorry for that. It took me some time. All right. The Muslim, they try to fix it. So they claim that the word Sabi mean such a new religion. So look at this. They took me to a man who is called the Sabi, and he did such and such by Allah, etc. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and then where is? Okay. She said, "Do you mean to the man they want to take her to meet the Messenger of Allah?" As you see, I told you. So they found a woman. She is having water with her in the desert, She said, where do you find this water? She replied, I was there, at the place of the water, this hour yesterday, which means a day ago, and my people are behind me. They requested her to accompany them. She asked where. They said to meet the Messenger of Allah. She said, do you mean the man who is called Sabi? The Muslim, they add something to fix it. They say with a new religion. Yeah, the people are converting to Sabian. They said yes, the same person. Do you see it? Did they say he is not a Sabian? Did the Muslim say to her, no, you are mistaken, he is not a Sabi? No, they said yes. Do you guys save the link? And there's other hadith, you know, there's many, more than one. But, you know, it took us forever to find, sadly. I apologize, you know. Sometime you get lucky, you find what you are looking for so fast. Yeah. And this is another hadith. Let me show you this one. Another one. Additional to the one I just showed you. You see it? Sabi, Sabi, he is a Sabi, Sabi, he is a Sabi, he is a Sabi. The Prophet Sabi, Mr. Sabi. All right. Let us see more. The Muslims are Sabian. Yeah. Anyway, one is enough to prove our point. Muhammad is nothing but a Sabi. He is from the Sabian, and the Sabian, we know that most of Islam is coming from the Sabian. You know, in fact, the Sabian, they believe that Adonai, the God of the Jews, this is what is written in their book, that Adonai, the God of the Jews, is evil. Why? Because he commanded the Jews to circumcise themselves. Other reason, the Sabian, they hate the Jews. Why? Because Adonai, the God of the Jews, he did kill Pharaoh and his army, which the Sabian believe that Pharaoh was a Sabian. So how Muhammad suddenly become Abrahamic? And this is why you see in the Quran something very strange. Muhammad the Sabian, he says, those who they are Jews and Christians and Sabian. In chapter 2, verse number 62. Those who they are Christians and Jews and Sabians, they are going to go to heaven. But the Sabian believe that the God of the Jews is evil. He is the one who destroyed the Pharaoh, who is Sabian. He is the one who flooded the Pharaoh and his army. He is the one who commanded the Jews to do circumcision, which is an evil act according to Sabian. So how the Sabian and the enemy of the Sabian are all together in one place in heaven? Somebody saying, first, the temple of Al-Makkah is in Yemen. So, second, E-calendar, E3 Hebrew, confusing the Sabian mentioned in the Quran with the Sabian of Haran. It is different Sabian? Guys, this Abdul is saying, I am confused with the Sabian of Haran. Okay, call me and tell me the Sabian. It is other Sabian? The Sabian is the one in Haran. Abdul, the one in the chat in Discord, join me. Do you there? He is saying, I am confused about the Sabian in Haran, in Iraq. This is the only Sabian in the world. They are the source. This is the center of the Sabian. And their book is called Kanzarabba. Why you don't join us, Abdul? Do you dare? Any Abdul? So who is the one that's confused? Okay, tell me, go ahead. Who is a Muslim would like to join us and tell me who is the Sabian? If they are not the people in Haran. Who is a Muslim? Including the one who mentioned in the chat that I am the one is confused. Who dare to come to the mic and tell me who are they, those Sabian in the Quran? And what Sabian mean? Any Abdul? Potatoes. Otherwise, come and get me busted in front of everybody. Any Abdul? I'm making a challenge for all the Muslims. Who is the Muslim is willing to come to the mic and tell us who are those Sabi and they will go to heaven? Mayday, mayday. The Sabian, they believe that there is many creators and those are kind of stars and planet and they are angels. At the same time, they are angels. And the moon god, there's ranks. So there is many gods, they are angels and they are planets. They have names of planets. And there's ranks, and the moon god is the highest between them. So there's many creators, not one creator. That's why the Quran says, praise be the one who is the best of the creators. The best of the creators. And this is exactly what the Sabian they believe. Angels, for them, are creators too. And they worship those angels which they are gods. But there's ranks. So there's high God and there's a lower God. Any Abdul? The Abdul is trying to refute me from what? Where? I can show you the interpretation for the Quran. Here we go. This is your Quran. This is your stupid book. And this is the interpretation of your scholars. Read with me, Abdul, in case you do not know how to read. What they worship?
Abu Ja'far al-Razi said, I have heard that the Sabians are a people who worship angels.
Any Abdul? Who is confused? I am going to bring a fring opinion. What a fring? This is your website. Guys, I am showing you that this is their website. And they pray 5 times a day. And they fast in every year 30 days. Ramadan. Read carefully. This is not my opinion, you stupid. Read. This is who? This is not the Christian Prince saying that. This is your Muslim books. They pray 5 times a day. They fast 30 days a year. This is Ramadan. And they worship angels. And they do ablution.
Abu Ja'far al-Razi said, I have heard that the Sabians are a people who worship angels, recite the Psalms, and pray towards the Qibla. And so said Sayyid bin Abi Aruba, on the authority of Qatada. Ibn Abi Hatim said, Yunus bin Abd al-Ala told us, Ibn Wahb told us, Ibn Abi al-Zanad told me, on the authority of his father, he said, the Sabians are a people near Iraq, and they are Kutha, and they believe in all the prophets, and they fast 30 days every year and they pray to Yemen every day. 5 prayers.
They pray to where? How many? 5 times. How many days they fast? 30 days. Exactly the Muslims. Ramadan. They fast Ramadan, the month of Ramadan. They pray 5 times. Now we know where Muhammad get the 5-time prayer. From the Sabian. Muhammad was called Sabian. Muhammad, he promised the Sabian to go to heaven. And this is the interpretation made by you, Abdul, not by Christian Prince. So who is the Abdul who want to join me and say I'm lying? Anyone? Any Abdul? Bring the English translation. So what we just did? Well, there is no English translation for this verse. This is Ibn Kathir. Hold on. Ibn Kathir exists in English translation. Wonderful. Perfecto, perfecto, guys. He said, bring the English translation. All right, let us go to Ibn Kathir and see what Ibn Kathir is saying in English. Are you going to say now Ibn Kathir is a liar? Let us go there. Remember, it's you who asked for it. Chapter 262, Ibn Kathir. Bingo. All right. What about you come to the mic and you read for us Ibn Kathir, potato? You asked me for Ibn Kathir. You have no excuse. Where is the guy who said, I'm confused? Why you don't come? Abdul, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, user. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Are you a Muslim?
No, I quit Islam 3 days ago, but can you show the Ibn Kathir?
All right, but I want the Muslim guy. What is... Hey, Abdul, hold on. Abdul, why you come and read with us Ibn Kathir? I have Ibn Kathir for you on the screen. Where's the guy who asked me for the English translation? The Abdul who was attacking me. This is Ibn Kathir in front of you. Are you there? We just did exactly what you asked for. This is Ibn Kathir, potato. They pray 5 prayer. I don't know why. I'm trying to jump to where it says what it says. All right. Anyway, it should say that. And by the way, Ibn Kathir in English is not the same as Ibn Kathir in Arabic. And we can show you tons of examples. They cut a lot of Arabic web page. A lot of text. They take it off. Let me see. Where it says they pray 5 times. I didn't see it. Anyone see it? In English? I didn't see it. Let us see here. Okay. The Sabian, read carefully. This is Ibn Kathir in English, not me. The Sabian are between the Majus, which mean the one who worships stars, and the Jews and the Christians. They don't have a specific religion. So why they have to go to heaven? Similar reported from Ibn Abi Najah. Statement, attribute, ata, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sabian are sect among the people of the book. And now look, a second ago they said they are not a specific religion. Now they are a sect of people of the book. And they continue. And they read the Zabur, they read the Prasim. What they have to do with the book of the Jews? Let us continue. Other they say, they are so confused, they don't know what they are talking about. They are the people who worship angels. Do you see it? Where is the Abdul? He said to me, show me the English. Guys, does it say there are people who worship angels or is the stars? Do you see it? You don't know even who said that. This is Ibn Kathir. And he said to you the names. So you said to me, I am confused about the Sabian. It turned to be now you are saying to me that the Muslims are confused about the Sabian. It's not me. Those are your scholars saying the Sabian, they worship angels and they worship the stars. But you said, and others said, so what I will do to you, this is what you Muslim, this is what Islam is about. Some they say, because the Quran is screwed up, your God is a shish kebab. So when I show you what your Quran is saying and what the tafsir is saying, don't say to me, show me the English one accusing me of lying. That's what it says. And not only that, they pray 5 times and they fast 30 days a month. And they do ablution. So the ablution, you took it from them. And you can go and watch a video about the Sabi and how they do ablution. You will see it's exactly what the Muslim they do. Your prayer, your ablution, your Ramadan is the moon, the month of Ramadan, the moon of Ramadan, which is the Sabi, and they worship and they wait for it every year and they fast for 30 days. Even though I don't see that there. Does it say the fast 3 days, 30 days? I don't see it. Let me see. It should be here. But I don't trust the English translation where it says fast. Yeah, I don't see the word 5 times. Anyone see it? That's why I don't trust the English version of the Muslims. If you see here, if you go here, you will see it says clearly that they fast 30 days. In fact, if you look at the Arabic and the English translation, you will see that the English translation is not even 10% of this long explanation. So here you will see, we should find where it says that they fast 30 days and they pray 5 times. We cannot find it in English. At least me, I could not find it. If you can't find it, let me know. The Sabian, they pray the same as the Muslim to the direction of the Qibla. What is the Qibla? Is in Yemen. What is the direction of the prayer of the Sabian? The temple of Al-Makkah, which located where? In Yemen. And we did not find this in Ibn Kathir. They took it off. You see all this information in Ibn Kathir in English, they took it off. Why it is not in the Arabic, in the English translation? Because Muslims are liars. They
According to
deleted.
Basra, on the authority of Al-Hazan, he used to say about the Sabians, they're like the Magi. So Al-Hakam said, did I not tell you that? Abdul Rahman bin Mahdi said, on the authority of Muawiyah bin Abdul Karim, I heard Al-Hazm mention the Sabians, and he said, they are a people who worship angels. Ibn Jarir said, Muhammad bin Abdullah told us, Al-Mu'tamir bin Sulaiman told us, on the authority of his father, on the authority of Al-Hazm, he said, Zayd told us that the Sabians pray towards the Qibla and perform the 5 prayers. He said, so he wanted to remove the tribute from them. He said, then it was reported that they worship angels. Abu Ja'far al-Razi said, I have heard that the Sabians are a people who worship angels, recite the Psalms, and pray towards the Qibla.
Recite the Psalms. Hey, Abdul, I invited you. Come here. Let us see how good you are. Why you are hiding between my feet? Come to the stage and speak to me like a man. Get me busted. I got my reference. I can show you all. You see, guys, I invited him. He refused to come. You see how coward he is? I am showing reference from your books. Official books. Get me busted. Why you reject my invitation to come to the stage, Potato? The Sabian, they pray to where, guys? Qibla. Did you see it? They worship what, guys? Angels and stars. They pray how many times, guys? 5 times. They fast how many days, guys? 30 days. Sound familiar? Let us wonder, who pray 5 times a day? Who fast Ramadan 30 days? Who pray toward the Qibla? Sabian and Muslims. So if you are brave enough, come to the mic, but you are not, you are just a potato. Potato. And here we fry you. And look, all of this, they took it off from Ibn Kathir in English. I could not find Ibn Kathir in English where it says what I just showed you. Where in Ibn Kathir says they pray 5 times a day. Where it says they praying in the direction of the Qibla. It's gone. They took it off because that will make a clear evidence that the Sabian and the Muslims have the same roots. Islam is a copy of the Sabian, and we are not making things up. This is why when you read Ibn Kathir in English, remember always, Ibn Kathir in English is a big fat lie. Have nothing to do with Ibn Kathir in Arabic. I advise you always, even if you don't speak Arabic, you open the interpretation of any scholars in Arabic, and you can use Google translation. And what direction they pray to, guys? When a Christian Prince, he said that the real temple of Al-Makkah is in Al-Makkah in Yemen, where the people of Sabian, they pray to. Read carefully. Read carefully. They pray toward Yemen.
He said, the Sabians are a people from the vicinity of Iraq, and they are in Kuthi. They believe in all the prophets, and they fast 30 days every year, and they pray 5 prayers every day in Yemen.
They pray every day 5 times toward Yemen. The potato, he said to me, I am confused about the Sabian of Iraq. He said that, correct, guys? He said, I am confused. Oh boy. How are you doing, Sarah? I hope I did not make you sleep. Sorry. You're still there?
I'm here.
What do you think about this Abdul
I'm
saying?
here.
Yeah, what do you think about this Abdul? He's saying, I am the one who's confused. I mean, you see all the reference I'm showing?
Yes.
They will go to heaven. Why? Is that because they pray to the angels and they worship the stars? And they pray 5 times toward Yemen? What is in Yemen for them? The temple of Al-Makkah. The temple of the Mecca. Look, he's saying to me, does CP accept all interpretation of who are the Sabian are? Are you saying to me that you Muslims are so confused, you have a billion interpretation, you don't agree with each other? That is other proof for people should leave Islam. I mean, if your stupid God could not explain to you a simple thing, who is the Sabian? To the point you are saying to me, Christian Prince, do you accept all the interpretation? What interpretation? Of the Muslims. So he's saying to me, oh, we are Muslims, we are a bunch of donkeys, everyone give us his own interpretation. This is what you're saying to me. Guys, read carefully what this guy, Krida, he said. Does CP accept all the interpretation of who Sabian are? The question is for you. Do you accept the donkeys of Islam and all their interpretation? Okay, hold on. Give me the interpretation you accept. Give me a scholar you accept, and I will put it in the screen. Is that fair, guys? Give me a high, big scholar. Don't give me a potato, Zakir Naik. Christian Prince. First of all, I am going to report you to the police because you keep calling me potato. Okay, sorry, Zakir Naik. I should not say that. You are a piece of shit. Christian Prince. First of all, I want to say thank you because that is very useful. In fact, my neighbor, they pay a lot of money to buy manure. Okay, Zakir Naik, you know what? Manure is useful. You are not even shit. You are like idiot. Christian Prince. Now, I'm angry. I'm going to call the police for you. Tell them. Assalamu alaikum. I am Zakir Naik. I want to speak to the police of YouTube. Exactly. How you know I'm calling you about Zakir Naik? I mean about Christian Prince? Just join, man. You said, do you accept all the interpretation? That's mean you don't accept. I don't accept any Muslim interpretation because you Muslims are a big fat liars. When I show you a book, you see, you stupid. If you go to the court, you show the judge what your opponent you wrote and signed, not what I signed. You are a donkey. This is not how it works. It's not what I approve about your religion. It's what you Muslims approve. I'm showing you. I'm not giving you my own interpretation. So if you are saying to me that there's interpretation which you like, give it to us so we can laugh. Ibn Kathir, according to Muslims, is a high scholar. So there's no evidence that Allah is the moon god? All the evidence I just gave you, there's no evidence? The Sabian who worship the moon and the stars, they will go to heaven. This is your God. Okay, in front of everybody. Is Allah is the name of the moon god? Yes or no? No? Okay. We go to chapter 1, verse number 2 in the Quran. Read with me and laugh. Alhamdulillahi Rabbul Alameen. Li, lah. Li mean to. What is the name of your God? Lah. What lah is? The name of the moon god. And you are saying to me, do you have a proof? Can you tell me you are saying thanks to lah? Who is lah? I'm waiting for you. Who is lah? I thought your God name is Allah. It turned to be his name is lah. Any Abdul? Lah is the moon god. So do we have a proof that Allah, al is the word mean in Arabic today used as the, but in the old language is a word coming from the Hebrew and Aramaic. Al, the same. Al is the original word of El. El is a word meaning God, like Emmanuel in the Bible says. The Messiah will be called Emmanuel, which means God is with us. Where is the word God in Emmanuel? El. That word was Al, Emmanuel. Ishmael was Ishmael. And the rest goes for all the names. So the word Al, which means God, either can come at the end of the word or in the beginning. Daniel, Prophet Daniel, Al. Go check the name, meaning. Ishmael, Israel. Israel used to be Israel. So, Al, in the name of Allah, is not one word. Allah. God, lah. This is why in the verse number 2, and the Muslim, they start to duct tape. They says, oh, this is a grammar. This is not true. There is nothing called the grammar with the name, because you cannot add letters to the names. You cannot take letters from the names. You can take what is not part of the name. Do we agree? And you cannot add Al to a name of a person. You can add it only to a title or to someone you are naming him as God. As an example, Al-Masih. Not Masih. Al-Masih. God, Messiah. You cannot say Al-Muhammad. You cannot. You cannot add L before an individual name unless he is God. Or at least there's no one like him. You can? Okay. Well, join me and show me. You can add L as a definition for description. You cannot add L to the name of a person. Go ahead. As an example, I can say Al-Khawarizmi. Why? Because he is from Al-Khawarizm. It is not a name. It's a description of where he's coming from. Al-Sabi, because he is Sabian. So Al is to define what he is. But you cannot say Al-Muhammad. Go ahead. Call me and tell me Al-Muhammad. We will die laughing. Call me and tell me Al-Ibrahim. Just do it. Huh? Anyway. Anyway, he's doing jihad in the text. Do we have any Muhammadan? So the clear evidence that Allah is the moon God, as you see, the Quran itself, Allah is not the name of the God of Islam. It is two words, Al, which means God, and Lah. And you can go right now and search for the word Lah, L-A-H, in English. You will see it is the moon God. And this is exactly what the people, the temple of Makkah, they worship. Sarah, do you want to say anything, sister?
Yes, I wanted to know why they hide these things only to Western people and not on Arabic people. For example, Arabic Christians can know these things. Why? Because they know the language. Why they hide it only when they translate it in English or in other Western languages?
It's for deception. They add things that's not there for deception purpose. Like, you know, if we go and read any verse in the Quran, you will see the translation. Every translation gives you different meaning. As an example here, even here, when we translate a simple as any simple verse in the Quran, like now the word Sabian, these guys argue about it for the last half hour. So what is Sabian? The Muslims, in order to cover the shame of the Quran, that the Quran promising people who worship stars. They are pagan. They worship the moon god. They cover that, and then they start giving. This is why they took it off from their translation. But in Arabic, it says the opposite. It says it clearly. They don't worship the God of the Jews. They are worshiping angels. They pray 5 times, and they fast 30 days, and they pray in the direction of Yemen. So what this religion is about and why it is a promise to go to heaven, Muslims cannot answer. But the answer is very simple. Muhammad himself is a Sabian. He met with the Christians and the Jews. He tried to use their belief and mix it with the belief of the Sabian. And this is what the Sabian themselves they did. The Sabian, at the end, when they start under the threat of Islam, the Muslims, they were killing the Sabian. Like, in fact, the video you see about ISIS raping women in Iraq, those are Sabian. Why they were raping them? Because they are not Muslims, according to the ISIS. And for sure they are not Muslims. Muhammad is Sabian, not the opposite, which means he is copying their religion. It's not them copying Muhammad. So the Sabian, in order to protect themselves from the threat of the Mujahideen, the filthy terrorist, they start saying that we believe in John the Baptist. But this is something later they add in order to protect themselves. How you believe in John the Baptist but you don't believe in Christ? So they added the name of John the Baptist to protect themselves from the Muslims, saying to them, we believe in the same God. But if we go to the books of the Sabian, let me show you something to show you how Muhammad, he copied, in fact, his Quran from the books of the Sabian. Let me see if I can find a copy I can display in the screen of the Sabian book. It's called Kanza Rabba. Kanza Rabba, which means the treasure of God. And this book have 2 parts, one in the right and one in the left. Okay, I found something here, but this website have a lot of commercial. Let me see if I can find something else. Oh boy, tons of commercial. All right. The second you open Kanza Rabba, you will think you are reading Quran. I don't know how clear my let me see if I can make it. How we can close this? Okay, but still it's small. All right, let's see. Do you see, guys, what I'm saying? What I'm seeing? How to zoom in? Let us see. If you guys do not know that this is not Quran, you will think it is Quran. It is the same way the Quran is written. The same way the Quran is written. In the name of Al-Hayyul Azim. The same, like trying to do rap music, rap songs. Their book have 2 sides, which means you read from 2 directions, right side and left side. I wish you know Arabic. However, their religion, by the way, is not. They are not an Arab. They are not an Arab who speak Arabic. But after the Islamic occupation, This is a translation for their book into Arabic, which is a book called Kanza Rabba. And you will find a lot of things Muhammad he stole from them, and now it exists in the Quran. Any Muslim would like to join us to talk about Kanza Rabba, and he can read for us? Any Abdul? You want to talk about the modern Sabian? Why you want to talk about the modern Sabian and not the Sabian was exist in your prophet time? They are the same people anyway. You are just a potato. Any Abdul? So who copy from who? Sabian as a religion is exist way before Islam. Any Muhammadan? Too bad I didn't know how to make this. There's a way to make it bigger. One page view. Oh, okay, this is maybe better. وإذا نظرت إلى القمر سال دمعها وانهمر. Do you see it? This is the same as the Quran. Trying to make a rap song, which is silly. طلبتم فوجدتم وتطلبون فتجدون. That ring a bell for me. Who said that in the Quran? Oh boy. All right. Well, as long they are scared to come, what we can say. Are we learning, people? Did we share good information with you today? In fact, the Quran copied tons of verses from the Bible too. Specifically, the most of it is from Paul. You see the Muslim keep talking about Paul? You will find tons of things in the Quran. It is a copy of what Paul he said. Like about gambling, alcohol, etc. You know, this is what Paul said. Muhammad is nothing but a thief, a potato. And here we expose the potato and we fry him. Sarah, there's anything you want to share, sister? Go ahead. We kept you here for long. I apologize.
No, I finished to say. This is what I wanted to know.
Your accent sounds like you are from Russia or something like that.
No, I'm from Italy.
Oh, Italy. Okay. Oh, my name is Tony. Do you have pizza? All right. Well, good to have you, sister. But you are, so your family are Muslims?
No, they are not.
So what happened? You converted to Islam and you decided to leave Islam?
Yes, I was studying. I met a Muslim guy, and I wanted to know more about his religion. I was only interested. He forced me to convert. And then I studied. I decided to study it for real because he first doesn't. I noticed that I didn't know a lot about his religion. It's only practice. And I studied it, and I found it that there were some things that were a little problematic with their claims, that they were Abrahamic and all those things. That's why I found out the truth.
But what the Muslim he said to you made you convert? Like, what is the reason how he was able to convince you.
They say that the Quran, they are scientific miracles. They are
Can you give me one?
the religion of all the prophets.
Do you remember any of those scientific miracles to show you how they lie?
First, they said the one of the conception of the birth of the child. And then they say,
Okay, let us go one by one. Hold on. Just to show you that the same thing they are saying is the reason for people to leave Islam. Because the stupid Quran do not know how the baby is made. The author of the Quran obviously is an idiot, ignorant, and he is stupid. Let us close some pages so I can show you. All right, this is the Quran. How the baby is made, the conception of the child. Read and laugh. This is how stupid Muhammad is. So the smart Muhammad, he claimed that the baby is created in the following way. We made the nutfa, which is the semen, into a clot. Do you see with me, Sarah, what it says here? A piece of thick, dead blood. Do you see it?
yes,
If there is any scientist in the world agree that the sperm become dead blood, and this is the first stage of the baby,
yes. They made false translation about this part.
I know. You see, they
translated it correctly. Yes.
yeah, they saying it says alaqa. He meant a clinging thing. Clinging thing. No, it is alaqa. It is the dead blood. And this is Muslim translation. I'm not showing Christian translation. And then, and it doesn't, even if they say it's the clinging thing, the sperm does not become a blood anyway, or clinging things, because the clinging thing is not a thing. I mean, what is that thing? What is the clinging? So the nutfa become the clinging thing. Is that the baby? Yes. But we know that the baby is not the nutfa. The semen have nothing to do with the transformation of the semen to a baby. The semen go inside the egg of the woman, fertilize it, and then deliver the DNA, and that's it. The semen dismissed, is gone, is destroyed. After delivering and fertilizing the DNA message, the egg is going to multiply both DNA of the female and the male, and that egg will grow, not the semen. According to the stupid Muhammad, the semen is going to make the baby. And then we made the clot, which was what? Which was the semen, a little lump of a flesh. And then we made out a little lump of a flesh, bones. Is that what science says? That the flesh become bones? And the last thing, Allah, He covered the bones? Muhammad is a thief. There is a verse in the Bible, anyone remember? A prayer, in Arabic we call him Ayub. What is the word in English for Ayub? Job. Chapter 10. It says, كسوتني جلدا ولحما فنسجتني بعظام وعصب. The potato Muhammad is trying to copy a verse from the Bible, but as usual he failed. The verse in the Bible is not speaking about the how God created. You know, the man is praising God. You gave me skin, you gave me meat, you gave me bones, you gave me nerves. Potato. Oh boy. So as you see, Sarah, those Muslims, they are a bunch of liars. And in fact, I was the first one who wrote a book about the scientific science or miracles of the Quran. Is that correct, guys? Debunking every lie in that book, or the books of Muslims written by Muslims about science. If there is any Muslim would like to join us and show us one scientific miracle in the Quran, so Sarah can see that this is true, there is scientific miracles in the Quran. Anyone? Nobody? If you go to Job 10 and read it from verse number 10, let me open the Bible. Hold on. Just to show you how Muhammad the thief, when he tried to copy something from the Bible, he exposed himself. He always stupid. So this is Job 10. And all of it is speaking about the blessing of God for what he gave the man. But this is not about really stages of the creation of the baby. But the stupid Muhammad, he heard the Jews, hasn't you not poured me out as milk and curd me like a cheese? Thou hast clothed me with the skin and flesh, and hast fenced me with bones and swins. If you compare that to the Quran, you will see where Muhammad the thief, he brought his story from, but he make it as the baby, how the baby is created. When this guy is doing meditation to God, praising God for how he is created. Are you with me, guys? Do you see where the thief is copying? But when he copy, he have to add his own spice to cover the theft. It's like, you know, you steal a bicycle. Now, if you drive it, everybody will know this bicycle. So what we do? We change the paint, we change the look, we change the blah, blah, blah. So nobody will notice that this is the bicycle I stole yesterday. Not only that, Sarah, she said that the Muslim told her that the Quran have miracles about the conception of the baby. According to the Quran, in chapter 86, verse number 7, women, they have semen too. And their semen is coming from their ribs. This is why actually I'm not married. I'm afraid. Those women, they lie to us. They say to us they have a breast. They don't have a breast. Those are balls. Those are breast testicles. Big ones. Ooh, well, each one like, wow. Huh. I mean, you as a man, you will be ashamed of yourself. Look at your balls, how small they are. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. What is that? The gushing fluid which can create the baby. Hold on. Christian Prince is a big liar. The Quran doesn't say that, CP. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. The guy he mentioned to me, Ibn Kathir, right? Let us go to Ibn Kathir. Chapter 86, verse number 6 and 7. Let us go there. Oh boy. All right. Chapter 86. You see my screen, Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to show you the scientific miracles of the Quran. Man, women are scaring the hell of me, man. I mean, they didn't have a breast. They lied to us. You know, when my mom, she was doing suckling to me when I was a kid. I was sucking, what? Man, I don't want to think about it for a second. Sorry. What women did it to us, we men. We are victims. Man, oh man. All right, all right. So let us see. Look what man is created from. This is the alerting the man to the weakness of the origin from which is created. All right. And then he continues saying, خُلِقَ مِنْ مَاءٍ دَافِقٍ. He is created from water gushing forth, meaning the sexual fluid that comes out bursting forth from the man and the woman. Thus the child is proceeded from both of them. Women, she have a sexual fluid, will create a baby? Are you serious? Is the egg a sexual fluid? Let us continue. Let's continue. We're not done. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, referring to her chest. This is the love of the monkey. He Muslims, women, she have semen, and it's coming from her ribs. May Allah rip you apart. And you are telling this poor Italian women that your book is full of scientific miracle. Any Abdul? The women, she have semen coming from her ribs. Now I know why those Americans, they like to eat, cook ribs. Hey brother, what do you have for a big barbecue? Ribs? What? You have no idea what ribs can do. This is full of semen. Women, their breast is full of semen, man. Can you ask me something? Okay. Something. You just did. I give you something. Anything else, Sarah, they say to you? Maybe Sarah is away.
I'm here.
Anything else they say to you?
Yes, that Islam is the religion of all the prophets, and Muhammad is the final prophet, and this religion has came to complete Christianity and Judaism. They also said that.
Islam is the religion of all the prophets. Is that including Alexander the Great? Because according to the Quran, Alexander the Great is a prophet of Allah. As I know, hey, Sarah, Alexander the Great, he believed in Allah? What do you know about Alexander the Great? You are from there.
No.
According to Muhammad,
yes,
Alexander
I
the
know
Great
that
is a Muslim. And not only that, Alexander the Great, according to Allah, sorry, not Muhammad, he found where the sun set. Do you know where the sun set, Sarah, according to the Quran?
yes, in a spring of murky water.
Exactly, it's a boiling, blazing water. That is amazing. Not only Alexander the Great, he reached the setting of the sun, brother. He went all the way there. Hey Muslims, where is the setting place of the sun? Where is that located? If there is a setting place of the sun, and then the Muslims, they try to cover it, they say, no. Christian Prince, first of all, the Quran did not say that the sun has setting place. Exactly, it says that in front of you. Christian Prince, first of all, it says that, but it does not mean that. Explain to us. Brother and sister, Christian Prince is lying to you. When you go to the ocean, you see the sun as it's going down in the ocean. But this it appeared to us. So the Quran says it appeared to him that the sun set in murky water. Yeah, Zakir Naik, hold on. What is the word appear? And where it says ocean, it says a spring of water. Explain to me how somebody can see the sun sitting in a spring of water. All right, Sister Sarah, thank you very much. I'm happy for you. You left Islam. So do you accept Jesus again, sister? You come back to Christ?
Yes, I wanted to know only also about Christianity.
Yeah, but do you believe now in Jesus or you don't?
No, not yet.
Why not yet?
Because I wanted to know about the Bible.
But why you do not why you do not know about the Bible? I mean, if you like to read and you don't like to read and learn?
Yes, I have read also some parts of the Bible.
So why what is making you until now not convinced of Christ?
When I was with the Muslim friends, they told me that in the Old Testament there was no signs of the Trinity, and in the second instead there was the Trinity. And then with you I learned that really even in the first book of Genesis there were references to Trinity. And now I wanted to know. Is the Trinity a concept that started with Christianity, or also had started with the religions before?
You said to me, you answered them already. You said to me, you said to them, it's in Genesis, right? Sorry, I did not hear you. So you answered them already. You said, no, this is not true. It's in Genesis, right?
No, I learned with listening to your videos that it was not they were wrong.
If you all of us we knew that the word Elohim is what? What the word Elohim mean? What did you know?
Deities. It's a plural.
It is plural, exactly. So even the word is used in the Bible is not for a singular person. Then if we go right away in the Bible, God says us. God says the Spirit. God said, isn't it? So when they say that this is in the New Testament is not in the Old Testament, the Muslim they lie. In fact, even the stupid Qur'an says that the Jews they worship God who have a son. This is the Quran. So when they say they lie, that this is something new, not exist for the Jews, they are lying. As you see, this is the chapter 9, verse number 30 says, the Jews say, Uzair, and by the way, they lie when they say Isra, because they're trying to find something. Isra is not, there's nothing exist in the book of the Jews of Uzair. And the Jews never worship a guy, his name is Isra. That is a big fat lie. However, the Quran says, the Jews says Uzair is the son of Allah. So how they say that this is exist only for the Christians, if in their book it says this is what the Jews believe. You see how they lie? Never trust what the Muslim says. If you have any question for me about the Bible to help you, I will be happy to answer you. Anything, Sarah?
No, not else.
All
Just
right.
for the moment.
Okay, but sister, let me tell you something very important. You are born in Italy. You should be the first one to have her hand on the Bible. It's not nice for you to let someone, a foolish person who kisses black stone. He beat women.
Yes, it was an Italian convert. Most Muslims I know were Italian that converted to Islam.
There is Italian convert to Islam?
Yes, they are some. Most of them come from broken families. They want.
Yeah, but
they are searching for spirituality mostly.
Yeah, they are searching for a husband maybe. But this is not a reason to convert to any religion, because I mean, everybody have a problem in his life, Everybody, every human being have a, nobody is, we're not living in heaven. So I will not allow anyone to fool me unless I decide to be a fool. So if a Muslim, I mean, did you ask yourself, if Islam is so good, why the Middle East is messed up? Why Muslims in their country, they are running away from the garbage of Islam coming to Italy? If Islam is good.
Yes, sir. They say that because of Western influence. They say always this, and they never blame themselves. It's always the others.
Because of the Western. So why you are coming to the West if the West are bad?
Yes.
Hypocrite liars. They worship white women. They are racist. They are coming to Europe to sleep with white women, to have a white family, for this is a white supremacist cult. Even their God, he promised them white women in the heaven who will be so white to the point you can see the marrow of their bones. So it's a shame that a person in Europe, he got all the source of education, he can be fooled by a stupid Muslim. And I say, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? Anyway, sister, I pray that you will find the truth, which is the Christ, and the truth will set you free. And I hope they will not be able to fool you again and lie to you. And you will not be victim for scammers, because Islam is nothing but a scam. I don't blame Muslims if they lie to you, because Islam is based in lying. I blame you, Sarah, for letting a fool fooling you. Anything you want to say, Sarah?
Yes, I wanted. Yes, this guy that we've talked a lot, and some years ago, he's still a Muslim. He's been a Muslim since more than 20 years, almost 30 years. I want also to tell him these things, but he's not listening.
Well, give him my videos. Give him my videos. Let us see what he will say. And challenge him, tell him, why you don't come and here and get this guy busted, expose him, and maybe then I will convert back to Islam. Right? All right. Thank you, Sarah, for being here. Take care.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning